All right. You guys pay attention to this.
Now, the saga surrounding Zach Scrivner isn't just a story about his alleged crimes. That's because he was one of the most well-connected politicians in Kern County history. Scrivner's mother, his aunt, and his now estranged wife all hold public office. And all those campaigns were run by Western Pacific Research, owned by prominent Republican Kathy Abernathy. Sheriff Donnie Youngblood and Scrivner's aunt, District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer, are the two top law enforcement officials in the county. Here's 17's Robert Price with this perspective.
The Scrivner dynasty was a family mini-regime of sorts, headed by the 51-year-old, now former county supervisor, and his powerful and influential aunt, Kern County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer.
Zimmer, first elected in 2019, has been a prosecutor for 39 years. She is president of the Family Justice Center and would face re-election in 20.
What's up, guys? What's up, Claudette, KP, Charles? You guys, let's watch this real quick, and we're going to be covering some local corruption here in my town. So, you guys, check this out.
26. Scrivner, elected to the Board of Supervisors in 2010 after 6 years on the Bakersfield City Council, got his start in politics as a field rep for then Assemblyman Kevin McCarthy, beginning in 2002. The three-time Board of Supervisors chairman has considerable reach as a kingmaker, or queenmaker as the case may be, extending to the Kern Community College District Board, to which his now estranged wife, Christina Scrivner, was elected in 2022 after resigning from the Tehachapi City Council, where she served 2 years. She was also a member of McCarthy's State Assembly staff and filed for divorce from Scrivner in March 2024 after 18 years of marriage. School boards may not seem that politically consequential, but the College Board is a traditional springboard into higher office. It was for former County Supervisor Pauline Larwood, former Bakersfield Mayor Harvey Hall, and former Congressman and Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy. Current County Supervisors David Couch and Jeff Flores, who were on the Kern High School District Board at different times, took similar paths. Christina Scrivner, from a well-regarded Ridgecrest family, her mother was editor of the local paper, has in the past been mentioned as a possible Republican candidate for the reliably Republican 32nd Assembly District seat. That's where at least 4 consecutive members of Congress, including McCarthy and his successor, Vince Fong, got their starts. Scrivner's mother, Kathy Scrivner, a retired teacher who taught for years in the Panama Buena Vista Union School District, won a seat on the Kern High School District Board of Trustees in that same 2022 election.
Recently, I went to Fresno, California, and did some audits over there. And I was looking at the cards that were on the table, and I seen someone with the last name of Scrivner in Fresno as well. That's 2 hours from Bakersfield. So this is a very powerful political family. Now, you see this guy on the left, Zach Scrivner. He was shot by one of his own sons. From my understanding, his own son shot him because of what this guy was doing to the other son, the little brother, allegedly, right? And that happened in 2024, early 2024. It's almost a year later, and now he's getting charged. But I was reading some comments on the news reel or segment that came out on Instagram, and they were hammering away at this dude. I can read a couple comments real quick. Let's see there. Zach. Former Kern County District Attorney. Former Kern County District 2 Supervisor Zach Scrivner has officially been charged with 3 counts of willful child cruelty and 2 counts of possession of an assault rifle. This comes as in April 2024. He was accused of S.A., one of his 4 children, at his Tehachapi home. Scrivner stepped down from office in August of 2024. Let's read some comments. I think you guys are going to like this. What's up, Ralph? What's up, Michael? Hell yeah, guys. Check this out. Put him in general population with his paperwork. Right? Somebody says child cruelty? Like, yeah. That's not child cruelty. That's something else that you should have been charged with, right? This guy says, this is what I've been talking about. His aunt is Kern County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer. There have been rumors of incest in that family for years. Cynthia's inauguration theme was Game of Thrones, and that's all about white power and incest. His whole family is trying to create a political dynasty in the Kern GOP. Hashtag Republican family values. I thought it was only the Democrats that was doing all these bad things to kids. Come on, guys. Politicians are sick. So this is SA's. So his SA's got dropped to willful cruelty, and all of a sudden there's a gun charge as a distraction. People do not forget justice for his babies. Good. Lock him up and throw away the key. Hope justice is fair and just. 40 years to life sounds reasonable with no parole. Would be procedural justice. And we possibly still paying for his administrative leave. Tom says, deport him. Deport him to where? Right? No such thing as an assault rifle. Says steak breakfast. ASAP says, wow, reduced charges, no SA. Yep. Child cruelty sounds like a clever way to work around having to do the time and register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. Yeah. April 2024, and it's now February 2025. At this rate, we all know he's going to get probation and a small fine. Possibly, right? Why was he allowed to continue in his position for 4 additional months and not placed on immediate administrative leave or immediately charged? Full accountability and justice. No one is above the law. Well, these political parasites believe they are. Deport him to Guantanamo Bay. What's up, Modern Retro Radio? Good to see you, bro. So let's finish watching this, and we'll read some comments.
She is the sister of District Attorney Zimmer.
If, say, 10 years ago, Kern County's most astute political observers had been asked to name the individual with the highest potential ceiling for state and federal office, many would have named Zach Scrivner. No one is saying that now. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.
Yeah.
Now the saga surround...
Man, this is unbelievable, right? People are sick. Some of these folks are sick. So check this out, guys. I changed the channel name from San Joaquin News Network to Kern County Community, and there's a reason why. Recently, I kind of went local. I went viral locally on Instagram, and I connected with a lot of community leaders or whatnot. So we're going to be doing some more stuff with this channel here, and I'm going to be connecting with the local folks. And I'm going to read to you guys some of the things I'm going to be doing on this channel. And we already got some of that stuff taking off, right? We're definitely going to continue to do government accountability, so don't unsubscribe. We're going to be asking people to reach out to us so we can let them tell their stories of any kind of government corruption. We're not going to allow Channel 17 and Channel 23 and Channel 29 News sweep things under the rug, or, you know, post some of these things and then not post them again, right? So we're going to definitely do government accountability. We're going to continue to do that. We're also going to do community cleanup efforts. So we're going to be connecting with local people, and we're going to be out there cleaning up, right? I'm going to be taking the El Camino out and loading up trash bags and that shit. You guys are going to enjoy that, right? We're also going to be covering local events here. We're going to do like farmers markets and just different things like that, so people can know where to go and where to purchase stuff locally. We're big on that, right? And we're also going to be featuring local businesses. We're going to advertise for them. We're going to try their products, eat some of their food, stuff like that. We're also going to be covering this thing called New Era Kern County. I don't know if you guys have heard of New Era Detroit, but they do like, they go out of their way to connect together and go kind of patrol the neighborhoods and just make sure that nothing bad is happening out there. I was watching an Instagram video from New Era Detroit, and they were just walking around a neighborhood, a dark neighborhood in the ghetto, and there was a 13-year-old girl walking, and she was by herself. And just a couple weeks earlier, there was another little girl who was assaulted, like really bad. So once they seen the little girl, they asked her who she was, where she was going. They called an Uber for her, and they followed behind the Uber, and they followed her home. And the father came out, and he was scared. He was crying, and he thanked these gentlemen for bringing his daughter home. And what happened was the family was new to the town. Her phone died, and she couldn't get a hold of anybody, so she tried to walk home and kind of got lost. And the guys helped her out. So I really want to do stuff like that here locally, where we can try to, just help people take care of the neighborhoods. Here's something that I think is important. We as a people, we've become dependent on the government. And we believe, for some reason, we the people believe that government can fix everything. I don't believe so. I believe that we the people can fix things, and we don't really need government for a lot of things, right? So as long as we're legal in everything that we're doing, we can do it. We can take care of ourselves. We can take care of each other in our communities. So we're also going to be covering like family gatherings, weddings, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, stuff like that. People want to talk about, anniversaries and stuff like that. We'll go out and cover it. We'll have them send us their videos. We're just going to be covering a lot of local stuff. We're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we've done before. So I just think that it's important. I have the main channel that I'm going to stick with, but I also have this channel that I want to do things with. So you guys stay tuned for all of that. And let me make some moderators in here right quick. All right. Ralph, make you a moderator. What do you guys think about that? Me working locally and doing stuff locally. You guys give me a 1 in the chat if you think that's a good idea. Yeah, if the cops would have approached that 13-year-old, God only knows what could have happened. I do not trust them at all. They are involved in child trafficking, right? They would have hurt the kid or arrested the dad or something. Yeah. So I hope you guys don't unsubscribe from the channel. All right. Don't unsubscribe. You guys stay subscribed to the channel, because we're just gonna do things differently. I connected with a lot of local people, community leaders, and hell yeah, supporting local people is a great idea. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. Modern Retro Radio. Heck yeah, guys. Charles Viner. And you guys, if you guys are not following Modern Retro Radio on YouTube and modernretroradio.com, you guys definitely go follow my friend Adis at Modern Retro Radio. Just a solid dude. Solid dude. And he's got some we've got I did a radio special on his channel, on his website, a website. What is it, like a radio station on the website? So you guys definitely go check that out. Yeah. So just so you know, Modern Retro Radio, I got the blessing from Kern County Activities, right, to kind of work locally. They're gonna shout me out. They're gonna plug me in with the local people there. And I'm going to keep shouting them out as well. I believe that they're massive on Instagram. But I did talk to them recently, and they don't really post stuff on YouTube. They're not really like on YouTube that much. And you guys already know me. I'm on YouTube. That's where I do most of my work. So I think what we're going to do is really, connect the dots here locally. I'm going to try to get a lot of the folks on YouTube. So internet radio station, that's right, Modern Retro Radio. And Michael Reed posted the YouTube channel link. So make sure you guys go check it out. There it is, Brandon Mitchell and Modern Retro Radio. So yeah, guys, I hope that I'm in Fresno. I think this is a great idea. Hey, Jody, I'll be in Fresno again soon. I do have a favorite restaurant in Fresno. It's called Elbow Room. If you've never heard of it, it's a little expensive, but everything there is really good. Really, really good. It's called Elbow Room in Fresno. So yeah, I went to the City Hall, and there's a Scrivener that works at City Hall as well. So you guys, let's watch this again. For those of you who came in late, it's only a couple minutes long. Let's watch this again really quick.
Zach Scrivner isn't just a story about his alleged crimes. That's because he was one of the most well-connected politicians in Kern County history. Scrivner's mother, his aunt, and his now estranged wife all hold public office. And all those campaigns were run by Western Pacific Research, owned by prominent Republican Kathy Abernathy. Sheriff Donnie Youngblood and Scrivner's aunt, District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer, are the two top law enforcement officials in the county. Here's 17's Robert Price with this perspective.
The Scrivner dynasty was a family mini-regime of sorts, headed by the 51-year-old, now former county supervisor, and his powerful and influential aunt, Kern County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer.
Zimmer, first elected in 2019, has been a prosecutor for 39 years. She is president of the Family Justice Center and would face re-election in 2026. Scrivner, elected to the Board of Supervisors in 2010 after 6 years on the Bakersfield City Council, got his start in politics as a field rep for then Assemblyman Kevin McCarthy, beginning in 2002. The three-time Board of Supervisors chairman has considerable reach as a kingmaker, or queenmaker as the case may be, extending to the Kern Community College District Board, to which his now estranged wife, Christina Scrivner, was elected in 2022 after resigning from the Tehachapi City Council, where she served 2 years. She was also a member of McCarthy's State Assembly staff and filed for divorce from Scrivner in March 2024 after 18 years of marriage. School boards may not seem that politically consequential, but the College Board is a traditional springboard into higher office. It was for former County Supervisor Pauline Larwood, former Bakersfield Mayor Harvey Hall, and former Congressman and Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy. Current County Supervisors David Couch and Jeff Flores, who were on the Kern High School District Board at different times, took similar paths. Christina Scrivner, from a well-regarded Ridgecrest family, her mother was editor of the local paper, has in the past been mentioned as a possible Republican candidate for the reliably Republican 32nd Assembly District seat. That's where at least 4 consecutive members of Congress, including McCarthy and his successor, Vince Fong, got their starts. Scrivner's mother, Kathy Scrivner, a retired teacher who taught for years in the Panama Buena Vista Union School District, won a seat on the Kern High School District Board of Trustees in that same 2022 election. She is the sister of District Attorney Zimmer.
If, say, 10 years ago, Kern County's most astute political observers had been asked to name the individual with the highest potential ceiling for state and federal office, many would have named Zach Scrivner. No one is saying that now. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.
Robert Price got some cojones on him, huh? Hey, Robert Price, we need you to do a news segment on Zach Scrivner. Will you do it? What the hell do I got to lose? Let's go. Fuck yeah. It's about time these deep state actors get popped, right? Definitely the deep state. Yeah, there's a lot of corruption out there. Non-stop. Let me see if there's any more videos on Zach Scrivner. Zach Scrivner. Zach Scrivner. Charged. He's been charged. Zachary Scrivner. Oh, yeah.
The California Department of Justice today announcing 5 felony charges against the 51-year-old Scrivner, who's accused of sexually assaulting a preteen girl. It is a huge turning point in a shocking saga with wide-reaching impacts across the political landscape of Kern County.
Attorney General Rob Bonta's office today releasing this statement.
Preteen, doesn't that mean like really young? Right? Holy crap.
Saying, quote, "No one is above the law at the California Department of Justice. We will continue to fight for the people of California and hold those who break the law accountable."
Here is a look at the charges Scrivner is now facing. They include 3 counts of willful cruelty to a child and 2 counts of possession of an assault rifle. 5 felonies in all. Zach Scrivner was not.
They need to charge him with what he actually did. Right? He needs to register for life.
Charged with any sex-related crimes, despite the charging document that says he inappropriately touched a victim. He could face 10 years in prison if convicted on all charges.
The former supervisor pleading not guilty to those charges this afternoon. Scrivner entered the courtroom wearing a black suit with a clean-shaven beard and slicked back hair. His now estranged wife, Christina Scrivner, was also there to those charges this afternoon.
Do you guys see who his attorney is? His attorney is H.A. Lara. All right? H.A. Lara and I, we don't see eye to eye on some things. All right? H.A. Sala is out there acting like he's there for the people, but in reality, he protects bad cops. He defends bad cops, and he's defending this sicko right here. And he's the devil's advocate. I think he's trash. I think H.A. Sala is trash. I would not fucking hire him for shit. I wouldn't. There he is.
Scrivner entered the courtroom wearing a black suit with a clean-shaven beard and slicked back hair. His now is.
There he is, H.A. Sala, walking right behind him, ready to defend him. He was turning away from the camera, right? He's like, "It's not me. It's not me, guys. It ain't me." Yeah, it is you. You protect sick motherfuckers and sick cops. You're a sicko yourself, probably.
Wife Christina Scrivner was also there alongside domestic violence advocates, and in an unusual move, the judge ordered all documents related to the case to be sealed at the request of Scrivner's attorney. Zach Scrivner was even released on his own recognizance, meaning he did not have to post bail. He's due back in court May 1st.
What? Sicko. You a sicko, bro. You sick, bruh.
From Eyewitness News, this is breaking news.
No comment at all.
Breaking news from downtown Bakersfield. That was former supervisor Zach Scrivner moments ago as he walked out of his court arraignment, refusing to answer our questions. He was formally arraigned on several felony charges, including cruelty to a child. Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Rochelle Murcia. Michael Patterson is off tonight. Those felonious charges come nearly a year after Scrivner was first accused of sexually assaulting one of his 4 children at his Tehachapi home. Eyewitness News reporter Sullivan Ledvinka was in the courtroom and joins us now live with more on his first appearance before a judge. Solomon.
The former Kern County District 2 supervisor stood before a judge for his arraignment on Friday afternoon. Now, he pled not guilty to the 5 felonies, including 3 counts of willful cruelty to a child and 2 counts of possession of an assault rifle.
Why aren't they charging him appropriately, right?
That he is being accused of. He's being charged by the California Department of Justice.
Nah, he definitely got no shame.
Due to the conflict of interest, since Cynthia Zimmer is his aunt and the district attorney. Now, in the courtroom earlier, Scrivner looked calm. His lawyer asked for him to be released on his own recognizance because of his ties to the community and said he doesn't present a flight risk or a risk to public safety. The judge granted that request. Now, you may recall that this comes after Scrivner's house was searched in April of last year. KCSO's Donnie Youngblood said during the search, deputies found and seized about 30 guns, a small portion of psychedelic mushrooms, electronics, and possible evidence of assault and sexual assault.
30 guns? This fool's getting ready to take over the world with his family or what? Damn. This guy's like, yeah, we're going to own America someday. Fuck yeah.
By August 2nd, Scrivner officially resigned from his role, citing significant health and medical reasons. His lawyer did talk to us outside the courthouse and stands by his client.
We look forward to having the evidence come out in a court of law, and we firmly believe that after that happens, he will be exonerated, and he is innocent of these charges.
How do you know?
And we look forward to vigorously defending him in court.
That's the trash I was talking about. This guy right here. Straight basura. Trash. This guy right here is the devil's advocate, right? How does he know that he's innocent? He was there? Oh, man.
And stands by his client.
We look forward to having the evidence come out in a court of law, and we firmly believe that after that happens, he will be exonerated, and he is innocent of these charges, and we look forward to vigorously defending him in court.
That guy H.A. Sala is garbage, and I'll tell you guys why and how. This guy right here, right? So, recently the Border Patrol, they started conducting traffic stops in Bakersfield, California. And they started going to the schools. They started going to the jobs to snatch people up. They snatched like 30 people up at Home Depot that were trying to work. And so they have what's called a first responders community thing, right? Where they go out and they try to help the people understand their rights. Here, this is what they provide. They provide a red card so that you can read it to the Border Patrol agents when they stop you, right? I do not wish to speak with you, answer your questions, or sign or hand you any documents based on my Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. I do not give you permission to enter my home based on my Fourth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution unless you have a warrant to enter, signed by a judge or magistrate with my name on it, that you slide under the door. I do not give you permission to search any of my belongings based on my Fourth Amendment rights. I choose to exercise my constitutional rights. These cards are available to citizens and non-citizens alike. So, just so you guys know, I went to go speak at one of these events that they had. And I went to go talk to H.A. Sala, and I asked him, there's something that's missing from these red cards, and that is to remind everybody to record their interactions. And I said, can you just please remind them, if you get another chance to speak, can you remind everybody how important it is to record your interactions? He said, yeah. And then he didn't. So I went up there and straight mic check. And I fucking told everybody, don't forget to record your interactions, right? And this guy was staring at me, dogging me, like mad and shit. Mad at me for what? For trying to help the people? Fucking mad at me for trying to help the people? Well, I am equally mad at you for taking advantage of the people, because it feels like he's there ready to take their fucking money after they've already been put on how would I say it? They've been put in a bad position. This goddamn vulture is there to eat the eyeballs, right? He ain't there to help the people. Lawyers are there after the fact. Lawyers are not there to help people. They will not. You think H.A. Sala's going to stand on the side of the road and tell people they have rights? Fuck no. Knowing your rights is something that we should all know. These guys make their money because people don't know their rights. That's how they make their money, because people get fucked with and they don't know their rights. He's in there to cash in. Ain't no and ifs or buts about it. So it doesn't benefit them for the people to know their rights and record their interactions. They're just sitting there. Here's my card. Here, I'm here to help. Pay me. Pay me, and I will help you understand your rights. Right? Even though this shit is public knowledge. Look at this guy. And he's been protecting bad cops in Bakersfield for a long fucking time. How is he going to protect the people and protect bad cops at the same time? How? It doesn't make any sense, does it? That's what I'm saying. This guy is complete trash.
He will be exonerated, and he is innocent of these charges, and we look forward to vigorously defending him in court.
What's up, John Eagle?
Now, Scrivner's next court appearance is May 1st. He was ordered to surrender all of his firearms, and during this time, he cannot contact his children. In downtown Bakersfield, Solomon Latvinka, Eyewitness News.
All right, Solomon, thank you. And the DOJ has made a statement today. The California District Attorney saying no one is above the law. At the California Department of Justice, we will continue to fight for the people of California and hold those who break the law accountable. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how we got here. Jasmine Knox shows us a timeline of the events leading up to today's arraignment.
Holy shit. Rochelle Murcia, she got old fast. She didn't look that old yesterday.
Former Supervisor Zach Scrivner served almost 15 years in office before all the controversy began. First, his house was searched by the Kern County Sheriff's Office back on April 24th of last year. That day was the start of many questions, including why was a man with a decorated background and a deep-rooted county connection having his house searched? A little over 24 hours later, both the Sheriff Donnie Youngblood and his attorney spoke back-to-back to the media and publicly spoke about the allegations of Scrivner of inappropriately touching one of his children.
Who does that shit? Who walks around saying, he's innocent? He didn't touch his kid. He's innocent. You were there? What about the protection for the kid? You're trying to protect this guy. What about the kid? What if he did do it and you're saying he's innocent? What? What does that make you?
Sheriff Donnie Youngblood would also reveal that Scrivner's aunt, District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer, called him that night.
For money, lawyers will say that the devil is innocent of all charges, all accusations. Well, I know the devil. He would never do nothing like that.
Saying her nephew was having a psychotic episode at his house and was armed with a gun. Adding to the bombshell revelations, KCSO said during their investigation, they found one of his children stabbed him twice. And after searching his house, they found multiple firearms, evidence of sexual assault, and a small amount of psychedelic mushrooms. Almost 2 weeks following the search, Scrivner took a medical leave of absence, which his attorney announced 2 days after the board was aware. Although the lack of presence has been attributed to his medical leave of absence, many community members took public comment to voice their wants of Scrivner to step down.
I am requesting Mr. Scrivner to resign immediately.
Mr. Scrivner should immediately step down.
Former Chairman David Couch addressed the public on different occasions, saying he and other board members are doing what they can to overlook Scrivner's district and that they cannot speak in depth on the matter. Scrivner was eventually replaced by former City Councilman Chris Parlier, where he won a special election in November. In Bakersfield, Jasmine Knox, Eyewitness News.
Bakersfield is full of corruption, folks. There was one city council member that offed himself not too long ago, right? And corruption in Bakersfield has been going on for fucking years. If you don't know who Ed Jagels is, the old district attorney of Kern County, look him up. Ed Jagels. There's a book that was written that's a banned book, right? It's called was it The Lords of Bakersfield? And it talks about a lot of this kind of stuff, right? Yeah, where's in reality, I'd rather see all these, perverts get deported. I mean, come on, Trump. Deport the perverts first. I'm good at a scissor kick if you need me, Dave. Yeah, they do. These guys shaking hands with the devil, taking pictures with the devil, huh?
Before the news broke about the incident at his home, he was undergoing a divorce. His wife, Christina Scrivner, filed for divorce in late March of that year. She subsequently asked for a restraining order, which was approved by the judge. In the months since, she has requested child support, which Scrivner says he cannot pay because he has no income. The next hearing for that case is March 10th.
Thanks for joining us here on 23 ABC News. I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter, coming to you.
The senior reporter, Veronica Morley. When we were all out there, she kept giving me funny looks. She's like, "You're not a real reporter. I am. I went to school for that shit." And I'm just looking at her like, 600,000 subscribers on my own, girl. Shit. Right?
Live from outside the Kern County Superior Courthouse, where just about an hour ago, former Kern County Supervisor Zach Scrivner was formally arraigned on 5 felony charges, 3 of which included willful cruelty to a child.
Really? Really, Veronica? Why don't you tell the real truth?
Will stipulate to a perfected arraignment. Request that court enter pleas of not guilty to all counts, denials as to any.
Now, these charges filed on behalf of the Department of Justice coming 10 months after the initial investigation into Zach Scrivner's Tehachapi home. According to the complaint filed by the DOJ, the state alleges Scrivner did, quote, sexually penetrate, injure, cause, and permit a child to suffer. The charge continues to allege that while responsible for the child, Scrivner, quote, consumed mind and or mood altering drugs and substances, got into bed with the child, and subsequently touched them inappropriately.
He's trying to blame it on the substances, not the fact that he's a sick motherfucker. He's trying to blame the substance. Ah, come on, Your Honor. I robbed a bank because I was a little intoxicated. You can't blame me for that. Blame the alcohol. Whoa, dude.
The complaint continues to allege that amid the abuse, Scrivner also, quote, introduced firearms in a situation where the child would attempt to get control of the firearms or otherwise prevent Scrivner from committing self-harm. Now, we've also received a statement on behalf of Christina Scrivner, Zach Scrivner's wife, saying learning of the recent charges have been a very encouraging step towards safety and justice for my children. Now, we also had the opportunity to speak with Scrivner's attorney, H.A. Sala, after the hearing, who told us that he's eager to take this case to trial. We'll have more coming up later in our show, as well as tonight at 5 and 6. But for now, live in Bakersfield, I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter.
What a title.
All right, let's go back to that breaking news.
What a hell of a title, huh? You're a senior reporter. Oh, they love that shit.
Anthony, good evening. It was quite a sight seeing a former county supervisor, one of the top elected officials, in that courtroom this afternoon, sitting among fellow defendants, some of whom were inmates.
It's happened.
Former Kern District 2 Supervisor Zach Scrivner has been charged. The California Department of Justice announcing early Friday afternoon Scrivner faces 5 felony charges, 3 counts of willful cruelty to a child and 2 counts of possessing an assault rifle. Scrivner is the only defendant in this criminal case.
The charges would be appropriate, as the allegations are.
I spoke to this guy too, David Torres, and I asked him if he would remind everybody to record police. He didn't. And you know what this guy right here told me? I gave him my card, and I was like, I'm the guy that saved the woman that was being harassed. And what you said up here earlier was legit. Everybody is covered under the Constitution, right? Foreign visitors, everybody here. And I said, thank you for saying that. And really smug, he looked at me and said, well, I'm an attorney. It's what I do. And I was like, I just kind of shrugged it off, and I was like, please, if you get a chance to speak, please let the people know how important it is to record these interactions. And he said, yeah. And he didn't either. He didn't do that either. Him and H. Neither one of these guys. But you know what this guy right here told me? He said, when I gave him my card, he said, I know who you are. You took one of my clients. First of all, I'm not an attorney. I don't remember taking anybody's client ever. So I was like, what? And I just kind of shrugged it off too. And I was like, man, just if you can, please tell the people to record. That's important. And he didn't. So to this guy too.
The case was prosecuted by the state because District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer is Scrivner's aunt. In a statement, California Attorney General Rob Bonta saying, quote, no one is above the law, yet prosecution took months.
And to be quite frank with you, many individuals speculated that the reason why it didn't happen is because, simply, it was Zach Scrivner.
Criminal defense attorney David Torres said if convicted, Scrivner could face more than 10 years in prison. Sala entered not guilty pleas on Scrivner's behalf to all 5 counts at Friday's arraignment, to which Scrivner also appeared.
But he will not be convicted.
Scrivner is out on his own recognizance,
indicating that he doesn't present a flight risk nor a risk to public safety.
It all started Tuesday, April 23rd. It appeared
I can't stand H.A. Sala. He's trash, in my opinion. Money is that good to him. He loves money that much. He'll defend the worst of the worst people out there for money.
To be a relatively normal day for Scrivner, who attended both sessions of the County Board of Supervisors. But that fateful night around 11, Zimmer, again Scrivner's aunt, placed a personal call directly to Sheriff Youngblood. She told the sheriff Scrivner was armed with a gun and was suicidal. It is alleged that Scrivner sexually assaulted a preteen girl and was stabbed by that girl's teenage brother who was trying to protect her. The complaint details that while responsible for the care of the girl, defendant, so Scrivner, consumed mind and or mood-altering drugs and substances, got into bed with her, and subsequently touched her inappropriately. Yet no sex crime charges.
No, that's an allegation. We deny that.
No drug charges either. Another detail is that while responsible for the care of the subsequently touched her inappropriately, yet no sex crime charges.
No, that's an allegation. We deny that.
No drug charges either. Another detail.
Holy shit. The devil is innocent. The devil is innocent, right? I think I'm gonna change the title of this video and put this on the thumbnail. The devil is innocent. He knows this because he was there, right? He knows the devil is innocent because he was sitting there with them, right? Thumbnail.
Is that while responsible for the care of the child, Scrivner introduced firearms in a situation where the child would attempt to get control of the firearms or otherwise prevent the defendant from committing self-harm and struggle with the child over the firearms, seriously aggravating an existing injury to the child. The complaint also states Scrivner unlawfully possessed assault weapons, including an AK-47 and AR-15 style rifles. The court ordered that Scrivner can...
They need to check the ballistics on the guns and to see if those guns are used in murders at all. I bet you at least one of those guns was used in a crime. They won't do that though, because his auntie is the DA. They won't do that though.
Not engage with alcohol, drugs, or any dangerous weapons, and that he must turn in any outstanding firearms. Sala says none are outstanding. Youngblood declined to comment at this time. Zimmer's office simply says they have no involvement with this case. In studio, Jenny Ha, 17 News.
No
Thanks for joining
involvement,
us here on
huh?
23 ABC News. I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter, coming to you live from outside the...
No involvement. Yeah, right. Get ready, Kern County. San Joaquin is gonna start exposing all the corruption here. Hope I don't get whacked doing it. Yep. But anyways, you guys stay tuned for what we're gonna do with this channel. It's gonna be all local shit. We're gonna be doing more stuff. We're gonna be doing community cleanup. We're gonna be doing covering events, highlighting local businesses. We're gonna do all that shit. We're gonna cover the entire Kern County. So, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out.